What's up YouTube, Demi here with a quick, probably not quick, with a video with one of my favorite characters that might be killed in 3.0, so we're gonna have to go over it and show what it can do now. I reworked it a little bit with my newfound knowledge after the past couple months. I've actually taken apart this character for a while now. Spider Queen. She's known as my tank character, my regen tank, but more or less we're just gonna walk around and let things hit us and die. It's one of my favorite builds to play. You don't have to do anything. Like I don't even know why I have Thorbo Storms. I just had a random blue link open, but like the character is just regen block tank, right? So I have 71-75 block, 4.7k ES recharge per second, 25k ES. We're sitting at nearly 1,000 intelligence, which is why I'm able to reach such a high amount of ES. And then I have Arctic armor buffs on top of that for a little bit of extra defense. We're triple curse, I'm using temp chains, LE weakness, and enfeeble for the safetiness. But yeah, this character is like, it's hilarious. It's made for PvP. You just stand there, people hit you, they die. They're really confused as to why they're dying. I'm missing some microtransactions. What the fuck? There we go. But you can use literally whatever skill combinations you want. I tend to use skills that are of elemental damage types because we have L equilibrium as well as elemental weakness. So I don't really use chaos damage spells or anything like that very often. But we just kind of get to walk around and hang out, talk. Build does whatever it wants. We're using Vitality, Discipline, Purity of Elements, and Arctic Armor. I don't actually need Purity of Elements. I'm not sure what I could replace that with. Could use, I guess, and whichever Purity you want that's like defensively best for you at the time. Just get that little bit extra max res. But as you can see, when things actually hit us, the damage is great. It just takes a while for them to hit us sometimes. Or non-crit for LE overload.
Your death is a mercy.
It's actually the reason I chose Chimera though, because he hits the most. So I don't have to worry about like him doing really slow hits like Hydra attacks very, very slowly because she only has a channeled attack. So like you have to wait for her to channel each attack and then you're just like, please, just hit me, I'm bored. But yeah, our flasks are all Avengers flasks because we basically take a crit every time anything hits us, due to the insane amount of reckless defenses we're wearing to get our block chance. I don't know how many that is. I think we have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reckless defenses, so we're taking around 50 to 60% additional crits. Then we have 3 energy from withins to convert. These convert, this converts, and eventually 1, 2, 3, 4, this will convert. And then we're converting the melding wheel. But then we just have like aura effect, Zealot's Oath, of course, main keystone here, and a bunch of life regen nodes. Life regen, life regen, life regen, life regen, life regen, life regen, and life regen, life regen, life regen, life regen, right? It's life regen. This guy's tanky. What are the life regens? We got boots enchant, life regen, glove enchant, command of light, life regen. Helm enchant can be whatever. I choose enfeeble curse effect because it's like the safest enchant for us. It's 30% curse effect I can't get otherwise, so. As you can see, they're all vulnerable to elemental damage. Which is pretty useful. I'm not using any penetration gems because I don't really have, like, my gems aren't synced to be able to use penetration gems, but like, it doesn't matter. We're fine. I'm not even using flasks. I'm not even sure if I'm getting bled out. It doesn't seem to matter much. But yeah, if you can get like into a good Beyond map with insane amounts of things hitting you, you can really see the full potential of this build. Or you can go into PvP with a bunch of people attacking you and just like witness, just like scream witness me, and your character will just sit there exploding. And if you build strong enough or have enough ES, they will all die before you do, which is pretty fucking funny, in my opinion. Let's see if we can get to the boss though. Just cruise our way over. As you can see, the more things that hit us, the more spells we vomit. It's a very cool interaction with cast when stunned. 69% chance to cast supported spells when you are stunned or block a stunning hit. So hits that stun you, when you block a stunning hit, you don't actually receive the stun, but you are still stunned, so you will have that chance to cast your spells. I learned that when I actually, like, this character was first, I think, designed by a person named Dynus, Cubo2 Dynus. If you encounter Dynus in the Call of Grandmasters, that's what this character's inspiration came from. He has about, I think, 20k ES, and he doesn't have any block, so I made this character much, much stronger. I got block, spell block cap, I'm triple curse, I think he's only using 1 or 2 curses, and he self-casts Firestorm. But, like, that's not as fun as just standing there and auto-cursing, casting, murdering things. It's pretty cool. And the reason we're Scion is because we need the extra skill points. You get 4 skill points from your Ascendancies here. That allows you to take an extra Jewel Socket or 2. And we have Elementalist. Wait, shit. Wow, okay. I shouldn't have Elementalist. I should have Occultist. That's probably why this feels a little bit weird. Occultist is the only place, Scion Occultist for that matter, is the only place on the tree where you can actually get Energy Shield recharge. Oh, regen, sorry. You get 1% Energy Shield regen. So that gives you a little bit more defense. I will actually go fix that right now. I didn't realize that was happening. Do I have the skill points? I only have 9 refund points. I need more. That's really funny. I just rebuilt this character like an hour ago, so apparently I missed that. But I'm gonna need 2 skill points to refund this. And then we take Occultist, so you get the 20% ES and 1% of energy shield recharge regenerated per second. It's actually just gained 500 something ES. That's funny as fuck. My bad. Let's put these points back in. Oh my god, we're really close to 26k ES now. Wow, fuck. Can I gain ES anywhere? That's 2 off perfect. That's 1 off perfect. That's 1 off perfect. I can't gain ES. That's 2 off. Well, this is awkward. Either way, that's the only place on the any skill tree, for that matter, to get energy shield regen. So now I have 5k energy shield regen. Jesus, that gave us a little bit more defense. Okay, cool, great. Anyways, yeah, you go for Occultist for that, and then you also go Guardian. You get 3% block chance, and you get every 5 seconds remove curses and elemental status ailments from you, which is pretty good when you're like passively AFKing and people trying to murder your face. You just like automatically remove their curses and ailments and shit. The only thing it doesn't remove is bleed, which is why I have a bleed flag. Come on guys, hit me. I don't know why I'm like glitching through things. My latency's a little fucked up. But yeah, let's just head over to Chimera here, so we can hang out with him while I continue talking about the build. But yeah, in 3.0 this build might not exist as strong. This is probably the most ES I'm gonna get without some very major improvement. But I'm just gonna like stand here and talk while he does that. So we talked about Ascendancies. You get lots of intelligence, lots of ES, block chance, whatever. But your skill tree, you come out through here for the energy shares, for the recharge, regen, whatever, jewel sockets. The skill tree is literally just energy shield regen, because we're converting all of the life regen to energy shield regen, and then a little bit of block chance. I think these are the only 2 nodes on the tree I have for block. But yeah, reckless, energy from within, reckless, energy from within, energy from within, reckless, regen, ES, CI of course, and extra curse. In 3 levels, I could potentially, if I wanted to, I could take more curse effect. I'm level 94, so I basically have 6 points left. I think my last 6 points would just probably go like here, because that's a lot of extra ES. I don't know, it really depends on which direction you want to go, towards more regen or towards more ES. It's actually kind of weird that I don't have this already, because it's 4 points for 30% ES. I might have to juggle the tree around to get that. I don't know, we'll see. That's the thing about making builds, you can just stare at your skill tree for hours and hours and hours. and still not be sure if you're going the right direction or not. Because now I'm trying to figure out how to get this. But yeah, I don't know. As you can see, Chimera's unable to do anything to us, even though I'm not flasking. This is a monster damage, LE weak, LMP accuracy rating one. He doesn't get to do much. As you can see, his resists are flickering from vulnerability to fire to cold to lightning to whatever. And that's great because we're using all 3 elements worth of spell. We can just hang out and like let them hit us. The more things that hit us, the more damage we deal. It's pretty fun. Oh, I forgot to cast Orb Storms. You don't have to cast Orb Storms, it's just like a thing. If you have 2 unset rings, you have an extra socket that I didn't know what to do with, so I just threw this in. Does a little bit of ticking damage. Da 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 da. I have done Shaper with this in the past. It took 4.5 hours, so if you look up the like world's first longest Shaper run or something like that, it's there. I'll try to link it in the description of the video as well if you're still watching this, but like, I don't know, this character is my favorite. She's my baby. I spent so much currency when I first was like getting endgame, crafting energy shield gear, rolling rings and unsets and whatnot, just trying to make this character as strong as humanly possible. I think I started out with like 15k ES, and then like upgraded myself by getting triple T1s in almost every slot. Just trying to make sure that I was as tanky as was humanely possible. I spent a lot of currency on this amulet actually. It's a +1 curse amulet with as much intelligence and ES as I could get out of it. I got very lucky on that find. It was like 30 something exalts, I don't remember, it was a while ago. Last year I think, in like November. But as you can see, our damage against a single target is not so good. So we have to like fix that occasionally, but that's alright. Bop, 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 bop. We did it! Good job. So now we just let Chimera do his thing. Oh, what else is there to say? I guess we can go over gear and links and whatnot. So, if you are like me and you PvP a lot, you will want to craft a PvP weapon. Like this. I crafted this after, I don't know, a long fucking time. But reduced enemy block chances for PvP specifically. The bleed on hit was just because I didn't know what else to fucking add to it. And it's pretty funny to like auto attack things with your 140 damage and give them bleeds. Because like it just stops them from regenerating ES in PvP. Which is fine, unless they're bleed immune, which I mean happens occasionally, but I didn't know what else to add on it. So this has T1 int, T1 dex, both stats of which I needed. This is the only way to get energy shield on your weapon other than like using an ephemeral edge. And the psi base has implicit block chance. If you want to use a rare weapon, or sorry, a unique weapon, you can go for the Advancing Fortress Claw. It gives you 15% block chance, as well as the links are supported by Fortify, so if you want to add Fortify as a defensive layer, you're more than welcome to. But it doesn't really help me that much, because when I'm stun locked in a PvP fight, I just stand there anyway, so I don't have time to like attack and get Fortify. Where the fuck is Chimera? Other links. Curse setup, casting damage taken, temp chains, enfeeble, LE weakness. If you wanted to go for like a more fizz oriented and more dot oriented setup, you could swap LE weak for Vuln, but I don't see a reason for that. I think LE weak is better. Let's see. Casting damage taken, Tempest Shield, Ball Lightning. It literally just needs to be Tempest Shield. You can use Ball Lightning wherever. All of these random blue links you can swap to whatever the fuck you want. I just use whatever I want. So then my aura links, I have Arctic Armor and a +2 ring. It should be level 21 Arctic Armor. I will buy one of those shortly. And then I have my Vitality, Discipline, and Purity of Elements linked to Enlighten 4. This allows us to reserve almost all of our mana, but we have a little bit left over so we can cast a spell if we need be. I was actually experimenting with Tempest Shield out of the automated setup, and I was just using like Frost Bomb. You can do that also. Here, I'll swap to it. We'll, where is it? Oh, Tempest Shield is automated. I forgot. We'll just, yeah, never mind. We're right. You can use Frost Bomb as well, though. It's a little bit of extra minus cold res. You can manually cast it too, instead of Orb of Storms. I feel like that makes more sense. It doesn't really matter. Your links are pretty much up to you. You just need to worry about your aura setup. So I have a 6-link Cast and Stun, Molten Shell, Freeze Pulse, Glacial Cascade, Frostbolt, Firestorm. All elemental spells as always. Then I have another 1 link Frostbomb, Cast when stunned, Stormcall, Fireball, Magma Orb, Arc, Vortex, Cast when stunned again. Again, it literally does not matter what you use in what slot, just like link random shit in places and it'll be fine. If you really are worried about it though, you can like randomize the elements a little bit so they're not all the same. There, so now we got lightning, cold, fire, lightning, fire, lightning, cold, and then we have fire, cold, lightning, cold, fire. Swap those two. But it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want with your links. Just put a bunch of different links in there. You can put an Immortal Call in there, Flame Dash, Lightning Warp. I have all of the other elemental spells in my inventory right now, in case I want to swap them to whatever. I can go for a more ranged-oriented setup if people are like far away. I can go for a more melee-oriented setup with Shock Nova, Ice Nova. You can use Contagion, Frostwall, Spark, Ice Spear, Arctic Breath, Assassin's Strain, literally whatever the fuck you want. It's very fun. And the reason we have so many different spells instead of like a 6-link spell is because you deal more damage with a bunch of random-ass spells than you do with one single like 6-link spell, especially a 6-link cast when damage taken setup, or cast when stunned for that matter. I think I'm gonna automate. I'm gonna self-cast Tempest Shield rather, so I can use another damage spell in here. As you can see, you can literally do whatever you want all the time. I'm just swapping random gems as we go. Just cuz. Makes it look cooler as we go. This is a cast when damage taken setup. I might swap that to be a cast when stunned as well, just to make it a little bit more spammy. Because cast when damage taken, you have to actually take the damage, and if you're block capped, you don't take the damage that often. So that's why I'm like debating it still. But yeah, if you have any other questions about the build, feel free to PM me in game, post in the comments. I will maybe do a forum guide for this. It doesn't. I don't know. I'll see. I'll do a forum guide. Just so I can, like, immortalize the character for the funsies. But in, like, an hour when Chimera dies, I will, let you guys know how it goes. I guess I'm just gonna cut the video here. You get the point. You can't die to this shit. He doesn't do anything. But yeah, if you make this character, let me know. I want to see this in Sarn. It's hilarious. If we have 3 of these together, we create this infinite spam of spells and, like, lag out the instance. It's very, very fun. But I hope you guys enjoyed as always. Sorry for a bit of the rambling, but I just love this fucking character, so I just enjoy sitting here, letting it explode and talking about it. But I will see you guys on YouTube and let's Demi out. Or on Twitch, rather. Check out my Twitch, my Patreon. Comment, like, subscribe, share this video. If you want to support me directly, Patreon, link in the description, along with all my other playlists and build guides and whatnot. But I hope you enjoyed, and that'll be Demi out.